Hello, this is Jijo here. The reason why I'm making this video is to help you with the CLAT application process. The site is clat.ac.in. Right, so you get all the information here, and this is where all the action is essentially happening. My suggestion would be to go through this site completely. You have a CLAT e-brochure, there's a CLAT calendar, you can find the breakup of seats, there is various certificate formats, everything is mentioned. So what I'll essentially do is quickly help you understand the whole application process. One thing which is different this time, that you'll have to fill up the preference list now itself. So while you're applying, you are giving out your preference list. So eventually, once you write the CLAT, and then you get your rank, the college will be allotted to you based on the preference list. So we have to be very careful. So I'll spend some time there. So let's just start with the application process. It's actually pretty simple. There is this, you click on apply online. Probably what you want to do is to click on this button, how to apply, and the entire detail would be given to you. There's a doc file that opens up. You could go through this. Anyways, I'll quickly get back and help you understand how this can be done. The first step would be to register. So there is this button here. So we register. The program applied for is undergraduate. So name of the applicant, let me write mine. Father's name, mother's name, date of birth. This I'll have to travel a bit back. By the way, since there are no age limit, technically I can write the CLAT. So I can apply. Okay, that's the date. Let me write my email address, nationality, mobile number, and submit. Are you sure you want to apply for undergraduate course? Okay. And the first process is done, which is registration. The next is the application form has been registered successfully. Kindly log out and log in with the details sent on your registered email ID to proceed. So you'll get the login details, which has got the email ID and the password in the email account. We have to use that to log in again. So let me log out. The login ID and password has also come on my phone mobile number. I'll use that and log in. Okay, once you come to this page, you see this button on top. It says go to application form. That's what we need to click. So there are 5 parts to it: personal details, qualification details, preferences of NLU, this is what I was talking about, document upload, and fee detail. So let's go ahead and fill each one of these. So you would automatically see the name and everything is there, whatever we filled earlier. There are new things that is there. One is domicile. The Maharashtra is not really applicable, but you still have to click Maharashtra if you are from Maharashtra. For others, some schools have got reservation under domicile category, so it's important to avail those. And you have this All India category, second one, that we'll have to select. So you have all, whichever is applicable to you, you select that. And then you have this All India subcategory. So there's a women candidate. If you are, you can click that. And if you have any physical disability, you can click this. So otherwise, we'll have to click none. And there are this special category, which is foreign national, non-resident Indian, NRA sponsored candidate, and so on and so forth. What I want to spend a little bit of time is to help you understand what is the NRA sponsored candidate. Alright, so basically there are NRA sponsored seats. So Bhopal, Kolkata, Jodhpur, Raipur, Gandhinagar, Lucknow, Patna, Mumbai has these seats. So about 15 to 18 are the, so in Patna there are 20 seats. So you have these seats that are available. This is not available in Bangalore and Hyderabad. It's available in most of the other law schools. There is one in Kolkata as well. So what is essentially NRI sponsored seat is it's each school has got their own criteria. So largely the criteria would be either the parent is an NRI or a first degree relative is an NRI. They're essentially sponsoring the child's education. In some cases, there are schools which will accept anyone, any relative, not necessarily first degree relative, who can sponsor the education of the child. So that's what it is. So you'll have to essentially go to each of these websites and find out what the process is, right? So the the thing is, in this case, you will see notice that this is a normal tuition fee. Obviously, there are additional charges to this. I'm only talking about the semester fees per year. For example, Kolkata is 1,46,000. The NRI sponsored tuition fee is about 4 to 5 times of that. So this is actually, I believe, $4,350. I just roughly converted it into Indian rupees. So roughly, for example, Mumbai is about almost 10 times. But Patna is about four times, three times. Gandhinagar is about 8 times. So there is additional fees involved. But then you essentially, if you have someone who can sponsor, this is worth considering. Just to give an understanding, this was last year. This is the list of those who got selected using the NRI sponsored quota in Kolkata. You notice that the All India rank of the person who got selected is 598. That's the last person who got selected. So in case, yeah, so it's there. So I thought I should mention it. At this point in time, what you'll have to do is click on that. Right, so what happens is when you get the score count, you'll get NRI sponsored ranking, and you have to separately apply to these schools. Mind you, that if you get a better school using the normal unreserved category, you can choose that. There's no compulsion. Just at this point in time, you can click it. If you don't click it now, then you cannot avail it later. So this is one thing that I thought I should mention. All right, so let's move on. Okay, anyways, I don't have anyone abroad, so I'll not click that. So gender, address, pin code. You need an alternate mobile number. Let me put another number. So there you go. You can save it. That means you can come back and fill the form later, or you can continue. So it's a grading mechanism. Depending on whichever is your grading mechanism, you go ahead and mark that. So marking system. Oh, mine is pretty. Board was 900, was 680. You're the percentage. Now most of you would not have a 12th standard marks. In that case, you can just mention appearing and mention your board, right? So you can, whatever is the board, you can just mention that if you're appearing, right? Save and continue. Now this is the most important thing. So what you see is you have to give your preference list. So this college that is mentioned is essentially the order of the year of establishment. Obviously you will find MNLU, the last national law school to start, and the first national law school to start was Bangalore. So this is not necessarily the ranking. So let me spend time in understanding what we need to do here. This is very important. Maybe we still have time till 31st March. Please do your research thoroughly before you fill your preferences. Let me give you my perspective. Now there are these 17 schools. This is based on a few things. One, a certain understanding that we have about the prospect of these schools. One. Two is the kind of career opportunities or options that someone will have. Three is, if you look at the past, what is the last rank, right? So anyway, the first three, there is no problem. We have Bangalore, Hyderabad and Kolkata. That seems to be more or less it. So that should be your order. And between 4 and 5, you can essentially choose between Bhopal and Jodhpur. Some people prefer Bhopal over Jodhpur. Bhopal is slightly older school than Jodhpur. But then there are other parameters. For instance, Bhopal has 3 semesters every year. Jodhpur has 2 semesters. The Bhopal will be a little more hectic. And you can also choose based on the place, location. More or less these two schools will be in the same category. So you can either choose Jodhpur first and then Bhopal, or Bhopal first and then Jodhpur between 4 and 5. So you might want to talk to someone in the school. If you have any seniors or any friends who are there, you can chat up to figure out which would be the probably a better choice for you. Now coming to 6 and 7, normally 6 would be Gandhinagar, but we have a new school which is the Maharashtra National Law University in Mumbai, which I'm keeping with Gandhinagar. So yes, there are a few issues here that you might have. One, MNLU Mumbai just started last year. Why would it rank so high? That's a question. They're still running their program in the TISS campus. They don't yet have their own campus. But the key thing is to understand is that it is in Mumbai, so it will have this huge advantage. Eventually, we are looking at someone joining in 2016 will eventually pass out in the year 2021. That is 5 years down the road. We believe that Mumbai would definitely pick up. The feedback that we are getting from the students who are studying in Mumbai is very encouraging. There are a few bit of challenges, but largely administrative wise. But in terms of learning, they're having a fantastic time. I would personally suggest to put MNLE Mumbai first and then Gandhinagar. You can choose your logic. Now there is one more thing. If you are someone who wants to get out of Mumbai to study somewhere else, some other city for the 5 years, then maybe you can push Mumbai later. But definitely it's a school worth considering. So this would be largely the school that you want to get into through the CLAT: Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Bhopal, Jodhpur, Mumbai, Gandhinagar. But since you still have to pick the other schools, this will be the rest of the ranking. So Raipur school, and then you have between 9, 10 and 11. You can choose between Lucknow, Patiala and Kochi. And then there are this next school set of schools: Patna, Odisha, Ranchi. You can pick any order. So you pick these between these three. You have to kind of decide. And then there is the one in Assam and Visakhapatnam, Tiruchirappalli. So this should be the kind of ranking. So Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata. You essentially have to decide between both Bhopal and Jodhpur. And then my suggestion would be to pick Mumbai over Gandhinagar. But if you feel otherwise, you can push Mumbai down and Gandhinagar first. And then you have Raipur, then Lucknow, Patiala, Kochi. You have to decide between these. Patna, Odisha, Ranchi, Assam, and the last two schools. So let me go and so you basically will have to select. First is Bangalore, then we have Hyderabad. I will select Kolkata. Then these are my picking, right? Okay, so purely mine, personal choices. Okay, you don't have to go with what I'm doing. Then I'll pick Mumbai. I'll pick GNLU, Gandhinagar, Raipur, RJNUL, Punjab, Lucknow, Kochi, Ranchi, Patna, Odisha, Assam, Visakhapatnam, Tiruchirappalli. So you may want to clearly recheck your order. I'm saying what I put is purely my perspective. You have to make your decision. But I think more or less the first 6 is what is important, right? And the decision that you have to make is between Jodhpur and Bhopal, and next it with Mumbai, and then the other ones. All right. So now we have to upload the scanned copies of photograph, signature, and date of birth certificate. So once you click there, you have to choose a photograph, upload it. That's done. Second is signature. Choose a signature. There you go. Upload. And the third one is date of birth certificate. So with regards to the date of birth certificate, the brochure mentions birth certificate. In case of non-availability of birth certificate, the candidate may upload the copy of certificate of matriculation issued by recognized board containing his date of birth or a copy of his or her passport. So either it can be a PDF file or a JPG. So let me upload my passport. So those things are done. The next run preference center. So you can click your 3 preferences. Just quickly, if someone is struggling to put this photograph, and what it says is you need a maximum size of 100 KB. So typically the photographs are bigger than 100 KB. Let me give some quick tip on how to easily cut. So this is currently, if you look at the size of this is 540. They need 100 KB. So all you can do is just open in Paint. So there is this button called resize. Just click it and make it 25, 30%, whatever, and then you can save it. You'll suddenly see the size has gone to about 48 KB. So anyways, once we have done that, We can save and continue, and it's about paying the fees. You can pay online, and there is a declaration. Agree, you can submit. If you submit, you have to be very, very careful. You have to ensure that everything is done. You can quickly preview the application and then ensure that all the detail are correct, and then you can go ahead and make the online payment. I hope this was beneficial. You can catch me on my email address and this number that I put on the screen. Thank you very much. I hope this was beneficial.